Hello students, this is the next lecture for Business Statistics Paper 3 TY BCom students. The name of the topic is Decision Theory, Expected Monetary Value Criteria. Today we have to see example and problems based on this topic. Second type of problems where EMV criteria is used. In this type of problems, some items which are produced but not sold today can be sold in future with some discount. So therefore, conditional profit can be considered as marginal profit into items sold minus marginal loss into items unsold. See the example. A producer of boards has estimated the following distribution of demand for a particular kind of board: number demanded and probability. So probability distribution is given. 0 boards demanded, the probability is 0.14. 1 board 0.27. 2 boards, the probability is 2.27. For 3 boards, the probability is 0.18. 4 boards 0.09. 5 boards 0.04 and 6 boards 0.01. Each board cost him rupees 7,000 and he sells them for rupees 10,000. Any board that are left unsold at the end of the season must be disposed of for rupees 6,000 each. How many boards should be in the stock so as to maximize his expected profit? Now we will define acts and events as usual. Acts are: A1 stock of 0 board, A2 stock of 1 board, A3 stock of 2 boards, A4 stock of 3 boards, A5 stock of 4 boards, A6 stock of 5 boards, A7 stock of 6 boards. And events are: E1 demand of 0 boards, E2 demand of 1 board, E3 demand of 2 boards, E4 demand of 3 boards, E5 demand of 4 boards, E6 demand of 5 boards, and E7 demand of 6 boards. And conditional profit is given as marginal profit into items sold minus marginal loss into items unsold. Actually, the cost price of board is 7,000. He is selling them for 10,000. So marginal profit becomes 10,000 minus 7,000. Any board which is remaining unsold should be disposed of for rupees 6,000 in the next season. So marginal loss will be 1,000. So conditional profit formula can be considered as 3,000 into items sold minus 1,000 into items unsold. Now we will draw the conditional profit table. E1, E2, E3, E4, E5, E6, E7, A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6, A7, and the respective probabilities are written at the side of events. Now calculations for E1. E1 A1. Stock of 0 board and demand of 0 board. We don't have any board, so naturally the total profit will be 0. E1 A2. E1 means demand of 0 boards and A2 means stock of 1 board. So there is no demand at all. So 1 board will remain unsold. So 3,000 into 0 minus 1,000 into 1. So the answer is minus 1,000. E1 A3. There is no demand and we have 2 boards in stock. So 3,000 into 0 minus 1,000 into 2. So the answer is minus 2,000. E1 A4. Demand of 0 boards and stock of 3 boards. So naturally we will have 3,000 into 0 minus 1,000 into 3. The answer is minus 3000. Even A5, zero demand and stock of 4 boards. So 3000 into 0 minus 1000 into 4. So answer is minus 4000. Even A6, zero demand and stock of 5 boards. So 3000 into 0 minus 1000 into 5. So answer is minus 5000. Even A7, zero demand and stock of 6 boards. So 3000 into 0 minus 1000 into 6. That is nothing but minus 6000. So we will write all these values in the given table. 0 minus 1000 minus 2000 minus 3000 minus 4000 minus 5000 minus 6000. Then we will go for calculations of E2. What is the meaning of E2? E2 means demand of one board, and A1 is stock of 0 boards. So 3000 into 0 minus 1000 into 0. So the first value is 0. So E2 A1, the value is 0. E2 A2, a stock of one board and demand of one board. So one board we are going to sell. So 3000 into 1. So answer is 3000. E2 A3, stock of one board. A3 means demand of stock of 2 boards and demand of one board. So one board we can sell and one we have to keep it. One board remains unsold. So 3000 into 1 minus 1000 into 1. So answer is 2000. E2 A4, stock of 3 boards and demand of one board only. So 3000 into 1, 2 boards will remain unsold. So minus 1000 into 2. So answer becomes 1000. E2 A5, stock of 4 boards and demand of one board. So we can sell only one board. 3 boards will remain unsold. So 3000 into 1 minus 1000 into 3. So 3000 minus 3000, answer is 0. E2 A6, demand of one board and stock of 5 boards. So 3000 into 1 minus 1000 into 4. 4 boards will remain unsold. So answer becomes minus 4000. E7 A7, E2 A7, demand of one board and stock of 6 boards. So 5 boards will remain unsold. So 3000 into 1 minus 1000 into 5. So answer is minus 2000. So we can replace all these values in the given table. 0, 3000, 2000, 1000, 0, minus 1000 and minus 2000. The next calculations for E3, demand of 2 boards and the stock according to the conditions. So E3 A1, A1 means stock of 0 boards. Though the demand is of 3 boards, we do not have any board to give. So 3000 into 0 minus 1000 into 0. So answer is 0. E3 A2, demand of 2 boards, but we have only one board in stock. So we can give only one board. So 3000 into 1 minus 1000 into 0. So answer is 3000. E3 A2, demand of 2 boards and stock of 2 boards. So we can give 2 boards. 3000 into 2. So answer is 6000. E3 A4, demand of 2 boards and stock of 3 boards. So one board will remain unsold. So 3000 into 2 minus 1000 into 1. So answer becomes 5000. E3 A5, demand of 2 boards and stock of 4 boards. So 2 boards we can sell and 2 boards will remain unsold. So 3000 into 2 minus 1000 into 2. So answer becomes 4000. E3, A6, demand of 2 boats and stock of 5 boats. So naturally 3 boats will remain unsold. 3000 into 2 minus 1000 into 3. So answer is 3000. E3, A7, demand of 2 boats only and stock of 6 boats. So we can sell 2 boats, 3000 into 2. 4 boats will remain unsold minus 1000 into 4. We can sell them in the next season with a loss of 1000. So the answer becomes 2000. Now calculations for E4, that is demand of 3 boats. So E4, A1. A1 means stock of 0 boats. So we do not have any boat to sell. So 3000 into 0 minus 1000 into 0. So answer is 0. E4, A2. 1 boat is in stock and demand for 3 boats. So we can sell only 1 boat. So 3000 into 1 minus 1000 into 0. So answer is 3000. E4, A3. So stock of 2 boats and demand of 3 boats. So we can give 2 boats. So 3000 into 2 minus 1000 into 0. So answer is 6000. E4, A4. Stock of 3 boats. E4, A4. Demand of 3 boats and stock of 3 boats. So 3000 into 3. So answer is 9000. E4, A5. E4 means demand of 3 boats and A5 means stock of 4 boats. So we can sell only 3 boats. 1 boat will remain unsold. So 3000 into 3 minus 1000 into 1. So answer becomes 8000. E4, A6. Demand of 3 boats and stock of 5 boats. So 2 boats will remain unsold. So 3000 into 3 minus 1000 into 2. So answer is 7000. E4, A7. Demand of 3 boats and stock of 6 boats. 3 boats will remain unsold. So 3000 into 3, that is nothing but 9000, minus 1000 into 3, that is nothing but 3000. So 9000 minus 3000 becomes 6000. So these are the calculations for E4. Let us go for calculations for E5. E5 means demand of 4 boats. E5, A1. A1 means stock of 0 boats. So 3000 into 0 minus 1000 into 0. So answer is 0. E5, A2. A2 means stock of 1 boat. Though demand is of for 4 boats, we can sell only 1 boat. So 3000 into 1, answer is 3000. E5, A3. We have 2 boats in stock. Though the demand is of for 4 boats, we can sell 2 boats. 3000 into 2, the answer becomes 6000. E4, E5, A4. Demand is for 4 boats, but we have stock of 3 boats. So we can sell 3 boats. So 3000 into 3, the answer becomes 9000. E5, A5. So stock of 4 and demand of 4. So 3000 into 4, that becomes 12000. E5, A6. E5 means demand of 4 boats and A6 means stock of 5 boats. So 1 boat will remain unsold. So 3000 into 4 minus 1000 into 1. So answer becomes 11000. Now E5, A7. Stock of 4 boat, demand of 4 boats, but stock of 6 boats. So naturally 2 boats will remain unsold. So 3000 into 4 minus 1000 into 2. So answer is 10,000. Now calculations for E6. E6 means demand of 5 boats. A1 means stock of 0 boats. So 3000 into 0 minus 1000 into 0, answer is 0. E6 A1. A1 means stock of one boat. Though the demand is for 5 boats, we can sell one boat. So 3000 into 1, the answer is 3000. E6 A3. E6, it should be A2, not A3. E6 A2, stock of 2 boats. So 3000 into 2, the answer becomes 6000. E6 A4. E6 means demand for 5 boats, but we have only 3 boats with us. So 3000 into 3, answer becomes 9000. E6 A5. We have 4 boats in our hand, in our stock. Demand is for 5 boats, but we can sell 4 boats. So 3000 into 4, the answer becomes 12,000. E6 A6. So demand of 5 and stock of 5. So 3000 into 5, that becomes 15,000. E6 A7. Demand is for 5, but stock is for 6. Naturally, one boat will remain unsold. So 3000 into 6 minus 1000 into 1. So answer becomes 14,000. Same way, we can calculate for E7. E7 means demand of 6 boats. E7 A1. A1 means stock of 0 boats. So we do not have any boat in our hand. So naturally, expected profit will be 0. E7 A2. Demand for 6 boats, but stock of 1 boat only. So 3000 into 1, answer is 3000. E7 A3. A3 means stock of 2 boats and demand is for 6 boats. So 3000 into 2, that becomes 6000. E7 A7. E7 A4. Demand is for 6 boats and stock is for 3 boats. So we can sell 3 boats. 3000 into 3, that becomes 9000. E7 A5. Stock is for 4 boats. Demand is for 6 boats. So 3000 into 4 becomes 12,000. E7 A6 is nothing but 3000 into 5. Because we have 5 boats in our stock, though the demand is for 6 boats, we can give at 5 boats. So 3000 into 5 becomes 15,000. E7 A7. Stock of 6 boats and demand for 6 boats. So 3000 into 6, that is nothing but 18,000. So we can write expected profit table as E1, E2, E3, E4, E5, E6, E7. The respective probabilities are written side by A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6, A7. And whatever calculations we have done above, we will post all the values in the given table, and then we will find expected monetary value. How to calculate expected monetary value? Multiply the respective payoff with the probability. So 0.14 into 0. So the next table becomes, this is expected profit table. Conditional profit table we have done in the previous part. So this is your conditional profit table. We will post all these values in this conditional profit table, and we will multiply the payoff with respect to probability to get expected profit table. So this is your expected profit table, and then we will add the values column wise. So first column value, expected monetary value is 0. Second column, expected monetary value is 2440. Third column, expected monetary value is 3800. Fourth column, expected monetary value is 4080. Fifth column, expected monetary value is 3640. A6 column, expected monetary value is 2840. A7 column, expected monetary value is 1880. From the above table, we find that the maximum expected profit is rupees 4080, which occurs when stock of boats is 3. Hence, the order of 3 boats per season will maximize expected profit.